Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for June 23rd, Wednesday, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. We will have a TFCC tonight at 9 p.m. We're going to dispel a lot of things that this civilization has been trained to believe. I recommend you take something to write with if you want to reference in the future. He who thinks he is the doer is also the sufferer. We're in the process of major, omnipotently major transition for this planet. And we, in these bodies, as the gods that we are assisting with a complete transition into the higher frequencies. And it is the most in the history of this planet. Some of you have heard of Tantra. Tantra is the natural way to God. When we become so completely instinctual and so mindless, we merge with the ultimate nature. The woman disappears and becomes a door for the ultimate, and the man disappears and becomes a door for the divine. Osha. Imagine if each of us were consciously connected to the God within us, and we gave love and deep eternal acceptance to those we encountered. What do you think would happen? Love has a massive vibration. It is the most powerful. People say, what about hate? Is hate powerful? Hate's powerful. Love can absolutely dissolve all of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. It is our true essence. Love has no limitations of caste, religion, race, or nationality. We are all beads strung together on the same thread of love. To awaken this unity and to spread to others the love that is our inherent nature is the true goal of human life. Many of us, even though we may not think this about ourselves, but we are lovable. Even the most cynical, stressed out, grumpy, rough-edged, hateful, angry human is lovable. Our unique way of being in this world, our energy, our presence in just the normal, natural way that we are, believe it or not, is lovable. We don't have to do anything special, to be lovable. We were born lovable. It's a quality that we cannot escape from. It is our energy and our consciousness. Being worthy of love is just who we are. And you take everything, all the facades, all the covers and everything, we are revealed as love. And when we accept the fact that we are lovable just the way we are without having to change a thing, without having to change a thing, nothing, it makes it easier for others to love us. People can feel it. We all can. When we love ourselves. So when you love, you genuinely love yourself, people will feel that. And it feels like a warm, welcoming invitation from the heart. I invite you to imagine that everyone loves you exactly the way you are right now. Take the leap in this consciousness and try it out. You'll start feeling that it is true And it begins manifesting more loving experiences all through your day. Isn't that amazing? We spend so much time outside of ourselves. None of us are exempt from that either. We spend a lot of time outside of ourselves. But when we finally discover who and what we are, we will never leave inside of ourselves. The universe wants us to experience more and more love every day. Believe it or not, this is one of the great purposes of life, of this life, to let in as much love as you possibly can. There is not a shortage of love in this universe. In fact, it is the most prevalent. The greatest love is already here, and it is already around all of us now. It is our choice to open our hearts just a smidgen and allow warm, cozy energy to come in. Even those that have iron walls and gates up around their hearts, just crack the door just a tad. Take the key out of the keyhole. Let it start flowing in. You can find it easy to allow yourself to receive love because you have a good heart and you have good intentions. Believe these things because deep, deep, deep down, you know they are true. Don't ever be hard on yourself. Practice being caring, loving, gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself. Always. The highest phenomenon is when love is a state and not a relationship. Not that we are in love, but that we are love. The vibration of love is a powerful thing to focus on. It is the ever-expanding force of energy that is continuously saying yes to this life. It loves dwelling on the positive aspects of life and having compassion for the negative. This vibration has a soft energy about it. And somehow, in the right situations, it has the most fierce, courageous strength as well. We will know we are in it when everything feels right, light, and good, and these feelings are deeply grounded in our bodies. The vibration of love is that which allows us to deeply relax and naturally exist in a sweet, vulnerable place that is empowered, open to receive and free. It is not controlling nor resisting life in any way. It is appreciating, accepting, proving of what is. Real love is eager to embrace others and listen to what is really going on beneath the surface. It only knows gentleness and kindness. Welcoming with an open, accepting heart the other's anxiety, sadness, and all of their fears. Love is not afraid of anything. It is like the sun, who was just meant to shine bright and give its warm light and life to the world. When we say yes to the vibration of love, we're saying yes to the relaxing, healing energy of acceptance. We are choosing to accept ourselves exactly as we are, where we are in our lives, and allowing any negative critical ideas that we have about ourselves are okay too. Love welcomes all, loves all, and sees the good in all. It takes in those hard, desperate thoughts of unworthiness, fault, lack, and limitation, and treats them like little sweet orphan animals who just need a warm home and a big cozy hug. When your negative thoughts know they are okay, that they are lovable too, they will relax, soften, and let go. Always remember, deep in your heart, that all is well and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. There are no mistakes anywhere at any time. What appears to be wrong is simply our own false imagination. Robert Adams. There is something so deeply beautiful when we say yes with our hearts to the vibration of love. Something magical happens inside the center of our being. It is as if the soul of our life catches on fire and starts blazing its way through this life with unstoppable pizzazz and joy. We feel totally alive, turned on by life, and excited about interacting with everyone. We just want to share this incredible experience with everybody because it's just too huge to contain. Practice focusing on the vibration of love. Practice feeling that yes in your bodies to the energy of love. Say yes in each moment that you can to letting in more and more love. And we all can do it. All we need to do is choose to do it. It's super fun. Just look inside yourselves. Be honest. Find out what love feels like for you. Trust your body. Know that it cannot lie. I dare you to open your heart right now to letting in more love than may feel normal or comfortable. Expand your old perceptions of yourself. Step into a new you. Welcome in this new being who is ready in every moment to welcome in life, letting in more and more joy. Give life the biggest yes that you've got inside. You're worth it. All of us are worth it. We all deserve the best of everything. Not just a few of us, but all of us. When we can get centered in real devotion to this vibration, we will discover the most amazing, ridiculously beautiful, awesome life we could ever dream of. Everybody wants happiness and nobody wants pain, but remember, you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. Wayne Dyer. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And the first thing, and this is another thing that you can choose to practice as much as you desire, relax your body naturally. No stimulants or drugs or anything. Naturally relax your body. You, whether you understand it or not yet, you're the master of that body. You're the God in the body. You're not the body. So doesn't it make sense that you could conceivably, once you understand who and what you are and what the body is, you could conceivably master everything about the body, even its illnesses, couldn't you? Even its weak points, even anger, stress, anxiety, fear, envy, all of those things. You could manage that, couldn't you? You could be the master of it. Not ego. You would be the master of the ego and the mind and the subconscious mind. You would be the master of this life that this body is experiencing. So when you view it from that standpoint, from that perspective, you choose to view it that way, then you'll see all of that drop away. You'll see what it is. It is the power of thought. Thought that aren't your thoughts, that bring in this worry, this fear, this anxiety. When you were a baby, when we were all young bodies, did we worry? Did we stress? Did we fear? Did we envy? No. All of those are taught from the outside world. All of them. This is why we become the way we are now. Knowledge has no power. Imagination is everything. So you begin to realize that, body, it's time to relax. We're in meditation. There's no stresses, no fears, no anxieties. When you understand that, and you understand how easy it is to let them go, and if they're persistent, turn around, walk up to them, give them a big hug, and say, I don't need you. You watch how fast they disappear, no matter how many times they keep creeping in. Your body goes light, you know. We've all had these times where, and it's not like we were trying to do it, we just fell into it, where you're so relaxed, so comfortable that you're not thinking about any, you leave it. You leave the mind and ego. You're just staring at nothing. And you're in a void. You're like in the middle of this raging, raving storm of this external life. But you're not thinking. You're not grabbing thoughts. You're just being. And when that happens, you move into the now, because that's moving into the now, the space between heartbeats, moment to moment. That's what we have. That eliminates the millions of thoughts that bombard us constantly. The chatter, gone. The worry, stress, and fear, gone. They're just thoughts. That's all they are. And when we come to the full realization on our own about that, then those thoughts will be selected. Nope, not that one. Nah, not that one. No, I'll tell you what, I'll create my own. I'll create my own thought. Yeah, it's a different story when you create your own thought instead of constantly grabbing on to all these millions of thoughts that aren't even ours. So the now is when we're focused on, and it's not that easy, see? It sounds easy, doesn't it? But in the now, to stay in the now, even for a minute, isn't that easy, because those thoughts, right? They're always there. You could be doing something, next thing you know, you're off over here in thoughts. You probably have been in a situation where either you're the one communicating with someone and they're not there, you know what I mean? They don't hear a word you're saying, or vice versa. They're asking you and you don't hear a word they're saying, because you're in that space. You really are. You're not in the life. You're not in this external life at that moment. You're in that space, the void. That's where you connect with the God that you are. But how do we stay in it? How do we stay in the now? Our breath, our divine positive energy. The reason it's divine positive energy is because the soul enters the body. It powers the body starts up, all the functions and everything. Lungs start operating, and we have our breath. And then the breath sustains the body that houses the soul. All interacted, all connected. So it's divine positive energy. We take our breath for granted. Most of us take it for granted. Some of us hardly even breathe, and we don't even know it. That doesn't mean you're walking around gasping and taking deep breaths 24/7. But you understand how powerful your breath is. So every time you wander, because none of us are exempt, we wander off in thoughts because we're so programmed and so conditioned by these thoughts. So we wander off, but when we're consciously aware of it, you say to yourself, hey, that's not a biggie. I'll focus on my breath, my divine positive energy, and I'll be in the now. And you'll be in the now 3,000% of the time, every single time you do this. So it's important to be consciously aware. And you move into the now. And you focus, and that's the practice. You focus on your divine positive energy every time you're being yanked out of the now. People outside of you, you're interacting, and different things start agitating and pull you off of the now. It's like, hey, Fred, what are you doing now? What are you doing tomorrow? Well, Bill, I really can't tell you what I'm doing tomorrow because I'm focused right in this moment, right now. Well, yeah, that's a big deal, but what are you going to do tomorrow? Well, Bill, I just told you. I'm not even thinking about tomorrow. I'm thinking about now. I'm focused on the now, this moment that you're asking me that question. And I don't have an answer for you because I'm not there. That's tomorrow. That's not now. And tomorrow may never come. So why even think about it? That irritates some people. I'm sure you've all experienced. It has nothing to do with anybody but you. Now, we know these bodies, or we should, or we're getting there. So the body is totally relaxed, and we're in the now. So you look at the body, and the body has energy vortexes. Some people call them chakras. They're just what they really are. They're the conduit for you, the God, to flow through the body and keep the body running. That's what they are. They're an etherical pathway. They're connected to the God. They're part of, like everything, part of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And what they do is as you, the God, flows through that body, you continually are circulating and operating and powering that body, including not only the biological functions of it, but the emotional too. It's interesting, isn't it? And that's why that these energy vortexes can block you, the God, from flowing easily through them because of the fact that there's something that is blocking it, such as your survival is blocked by your fear. And isn't it interesting? Fear is just a thought, and look what we do with it. Lack of is just a thought, and look what we do with it. We are so powerful. We can move any form of energy into form and create it into reality. And that's what we all do every second, every microsecond that we're in these bodies. That's what we do. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean we know it, because most don't. They think that's the way life is. But all of us are creating it. And we're all affecting each other every split second, whether we are consciously aware or not. So when you understand that you're the God, you power that body, you flow through that body. And if there's a block, like you come up and there's like a wall there, then you know that there are some issues going on with your body and you, period. There's not really anything that isn't unknown to you. It's just that you are not conscious about it. So you flow. You're an energy. You're divine perfection. So you flow through that body, you keep it running, keep everything. So, eventually you'll learn, you'll become aware that you can heal anything about that body you're in. You can do anything. There's nothing you cannot do. The only thing that stops you is in the physical world, your imagination. that you've been dictated that you can only do so far, you can only do so much. It's limited. Or it's not possible, or this isn't possible, or that's not possible. And it is. So you picture yourself, your God goes all the way to the top of the head through these energy vortexes, these chakras. And you have 4 really crucial ones out of the 7 main, right? Some beliefs think that there's only 7. Other beliefs believe there's 12. Other beliefs believe there's numerous. It just depends on how you view things, what you believe. But the root, the sacral, the crown, and the heart. Those are the key energy vortex. And see, the heart is the love, emerald green color. And when you're in grief, you can't love. Isn't that interesting? And the only reason we're in grief is because we don't understand. We don't understand ourselves and who and what we are, or each other. Because if that was the case, that we did, there would be no grief. It would not exist. Many things have been created with this civilization. Many things are not truths. So you can picture you being the energy flowing through that body. So let's just say you go to the top of the head, where the crown chakra is, right? Which is the divine connection to the God that you are. And so you condense that. You can do it. We are all love, we are all one, and we are all God. And then we condense and compress into pure liquid energy, and we just saturate, flood, and soak the pineal gland. And the pineal gland in this physical body is very important to us because when it's fully functioning, healthy, happy, expanding, it connects us to all the particles of existence. All of them. And it will be, sooner than you think, fully functioning, happy, and healthy. And we will be openly connected to all the particles of existence. And you will learn how to be in many places at once, at the same time. How to be on different existences at the same time. So you see, you can view your pineal gland however you see it through your heart, mind, motion picture. I see it as this green ball, rosebud. And then when I pour this liquid energy of the God I am over it, it immediately transforms into this massive, fully bloomed rose with multicolored petals, and it has this aura and this wonderful fragrance, and it is sending saturating waves of energy that just soak me from head to toe, inside and out. And this energy is of the highest high, of the deepest eternal love. And the highest of the highest high, of the deepest eternal gratitude and peace. And I discovered that the God within the body, me, that I am, is the rose. And the rose is the God. In these bodies that we're in, the heart, mind, ego, mind, subconscious mind, higher self, soul, spirit, God, pure consciousness, all one. And we're heaven on this earth. The soul is the heaven. The body is the earth. Every step we take, those of us who are consciously aware, we are creating paradise. And we are shining the light that we are, 360 degrees, 24/7, outward. Flooding, saturating, and soaking everything. All life, highest supreme value in the universe. Everything, everyone. on, in, above, and below, this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. You can feel it. All of them can feel it. All of our brothers and sisters. This planet is being transformed by the collective consciousness to a God of paradise planet. Imagine it. Deeply. See it. Experience it. This is what we're creating. And it cannot be stopped. Now, we're parts of each other, whether we know it or not. We have never been separate. We never will be, ever, beyond, and forever. We're all gods. We make up the one God. So we communicate and reach out with parts of ourselves that are awake. Makes sense, right? We don't communicate with those that are asleep, those parts of us that are asleep, because they don't hear us. Not until they begin to wake up. Right now, they're not awake. That's their choosing, in a way. So we have so many that we have in this meditation. The archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Christ, El Morya, Vedantia, Pel, Da, Yahweh, Yeshua. Many, many, many more. There are lots of us, and parts of us that are awake. Different existences, different expanses, different bodies, all learning, all continually perfecting our divine perfection by learning through physical form, through different applications. Archangels are a civilization that vibrate at a different frequency than we do. We don't see them with the eyes we have with these bodies, but we meet with them all the time, many lifetimes, including this one. Doesn't necessarily mean that we know that we met them. There is something within our heart minds that kind of tickles us to say, that was an angel that you just met with. And they all have the same message, it's just delivered in so many different ways. It is absolutely magna-glorious to be alive in these bodies. And it really is. Can you picture yourselves that you don't eat, you don't sleep, you don't taste, you don't smell, you don't feel, you don't laugh, you don't cry, you don't feel any of those things? Only in the physical form do you feel them. Maybe then you begin to realize how absolutely spectacular it is that you have a body to experience these things. They can surround any one of us in massive numbers, tens of thousands. Because their vibrational frequency, they can hold a small number, a large number in a small area. The ascended masters, they've mastered ascension into physical form. And out of physical form, hold pure God form, pure consciousness. We are mastering physical form, and we are creating our experiences to perfect our creation. We're all together, just different connectors, different streams of each other, all together, appearing to not be all together, and all learning while in these physical forms, perfecting our divine creation and our divine perfection. And the archangels and the ascended masters are consciously aware that they're up from the highest of the highest high of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of the highest high of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And then we have other parts. We have the off-worlders, the galactics, the celestials. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of the highest high, from the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of the highest high, of the deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form this circle of light and complete liberation of this planet. Now, we don't know but just a small portion of them. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. And the ones that we know somewhat, Pleiadians, Sirians, Andromedans, Arcturians, Felines, Zeta Reticuli, Nords, Greys, Draco, Reptilian, Golden Pyramid, Avian. Many, many, many more. Countless numbers. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they are with us now consciously in the trillions. Then we have all the light energy beings on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Yet, only those who are of the highest high, of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude consciously, and are of and from the highest high, of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude consciously, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form this circle of light, and complete liberation of this planet. Now, they come in color, shape, sizes, forms, configurations that we've never seen. With these eyes that we have in these bodies, we only see 1% of what is on this planet. The ones that we're somewhat familiar with, fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And then countless numbers, massive numbers, gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this entire universe with no sacred space to spare. The trillions of gigaplexes. And all with us now, consciously, in this meditation. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest high, of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest high, of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and be with us in this now, in this meditation, performing the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And all of the civilizations in inner earth, hollow earth, beneath the earth, and Agartha. Millions, billions, yet only those that are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest high, of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of the highest high of the deepest, 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 eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation. There in the billions and there with us now consciously. Arm in arm, hand in hand, you're all gathered in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance, and we're all one. And we're all God, and we are all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We continue to intensify. We continue to expand. We immediately form a circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This emanates from all of us, from the gods deep within these bodies. It is of the highest high, of the purest and the deepest eternal love and gratitude. And we are flooding all life, the highest supreme value, on in, above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. And not only that, we are blanketing this entire solar system and all the celestials contained within it. And other than that, this entire universe and all the extended universes beyond all of that. In this planet, life, the highest supreme value in the universe, we're flooding all of our brothers and sisters, awake or asleep, everything, soaking them in the highest of the highest high of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and gratitude. We continue to ascend above the planet. As we do, we're immediately met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. We notice that it is like this, it's a beyond light speed laser show, flickering and flashing amongst all of us gathered in this meditation. Multicolored, vibrant colors. We zero in on the reflective points, these little etched mirrors. And we step into those mirrors to discover that all of us gathered in this meditation on all planes of existence and all consciously aware of the highest high, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love that we all are. We are all teachers, students of ourselves and each other. We're doing this all the time, consciously or unconsciously. It's phenomenal, fabulous, always. What a resource for all of us, each other. Don't ever believe that we are not being helped by each other and ourselves 24/7. Because we are, and we always will be, because we're all one. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that from head to toe inside now, we are imbued with a white fire armor. This is not a knight's armor. This is way beyond that. This emanates from each of us and the gods that we are within these bodies. It is the highest of the highest high of the purest, deepest, deepest eternal love, the deepest, and gratitude and peace. Nothing can penetrate it. Not from the etherical plane, the spiritual plane, not from the physical plane, not from all the realms. No lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. They cannot come close to us or they'll vaporize. They know this. No demon possessions, no attachments, but only you have the power. That if you lower your vibrational frequencies low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, hatred, fear, anger, stress, envy, worry, you will lower your vibrational frequencies low enough to create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with a purple transmuting flame. This is the column of light that we created that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they're no more. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies once were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony, the highest of the highest high of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and gratitude and peace. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column of light that we created that reminds us all that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain, the rainbows. We are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the trees and the forests. We are the animals. We are the soils. We are the clouds, the sky. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are everything, and everything is us. So the next time you see a sunset or a sunrise or any vista, you're the beauty. You're the divine perfection. You're the love. You're the gratitude. You're the peace. You're all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We can continue to ascend above the planet. We come into full contact with this massive crystalline light tower. We created this. It's larger than this solar system. It's huge. In the center of the column, we designed it so there's this oblong sphere, massive, golden white ball of light, surrounded by multicolored bands of light. And they're all emanating out to all of us, flooding, soaking, saturating all of us, head to toe, inside and out. And the golden white bowl of light is of the highest high of the deepest, 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 purest eternal love. And then we have the highest of the highest high of the deepest, 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 purest eternal gratitude. And then we have peace, joy, bliss, prosperity, abundance, well-being. It's continual. It is the God within us. This is a reflection of the gods that we all are. Imagine that. And at the top of it, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees in every direction. This is of the highest high of the deepest, 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 purest eternal love. And it is flooding us all nonstop, eternally, head to toe, inside and out. You see how the ascension, it's our intent. The more of us that begin to wake, clear our eyes and understand that we are the God in the body, not the body. We are transforming this planet. All of our brothers and sisters, awake or asleep, all life being flooded with this God light energy. We are the drops of this golden ocean. We hold the essence of this golden ocean. The golden ocean is the drops. The drops are the golden ocean. The only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere. It sets center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds almost 1,500 of our meditations in perpetual motion. Imagine that. Hundreds of millions, over 1 billion of us on and off world, all consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of the highest high, and the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and the highest of the highest high, and the deepest, 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 purest eternal love. Imagine that. All flooding this planet. Universe after universe. You feel it in your heart mind. You can feel the expansion. You can feel the transition, the transmutation, the transcendence. You feel it more and more every single moment. That's why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And that is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. Not only here, we are everywhere. Throughout this galaxy, through all planetary systems, through all universes and extensions, we are everywhere. And we continue to expand and we continue to intensify. The light and the love and the peace of the gods that we all are collectively is transforming this universe. I'll join you in the meditation and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly, easily. A blind man visited his friends. It was dark when he left. They gave him a lantern to help him on his journey through the night. He said, "Thank you, but I don't need it. Light or dark, it is all the same to me." "Yes, but carry it anyway so people won't bump into you." So off he went. Soon someone collided with him and shouted, "Well, why don't you look where you're going? Why don't you see my lantern?" "Sorry, brother," said the other, "your candle went out." The scriptures in the hands of people who don't know what meditation is are just like a lantern in the hands of a blind man. Utterly useless, and the blind man cannot know whether the lantern is still lit or not. He will simply be carrying an unnecessary weight. In fact, not helpful at all. On the contrary, it could be a hindrance. If the blind man had been moving without the lantern, he would have been more careful, more cautious, because of the lantern in his hand. He must have been walking as if he had eyes. He must have put all caution aside. That's what has happened to humanity at large. People have the Bible, the Quran, the Gita. These are all lamps of immense beauty and light. But your eyes are blind. And the Gita is 5,000 years old. The light went out long ago. When Krishna died, the light went out. So, is the case with the Bible and the Quran and all other holy scriptures of the world. When the master dies, the light goes out, and people cannot become blind. But people go on carrying the scriptures, believing the scriptures, hoping that their life will remain full of light, because they are carrying a message from a great master. The message is nothing more than words. It is an unnecessary burden. If all the scriptures of this world disappear, man may become more cautious, may become more alert, may start looking for the source of light on his own, because there will be nothing to lean on. He will have to lean and learn to stand on his own feet. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. And we will return here Thursday, June 24th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.